projectile given horizontal projection. Suppose this one is a projectile such that its radius is negligible and we are throwing it horizontally with initial velocity u, and this is a particular point P in between its trajectory, or I can say in between its path. The height of this block, or I can say this total height, is small h, and the horizontal distance between the starting point and the final point of the projectile is known as range. Okay, so we have considered earlier that when the projectile is thrown, then in horizontal direction, what is the force? There is no force, so I can say there is no acceleration in the x-axis. Okay, and what is the initial velocity? Initial velocity will be u, and since acceleration is 0, so at every point its velocity will be u only. And in vertical direction, what will be acceleration of the particle? Acceleration of the particle will be small g. What will be its initial velocity? We have not thrown object vertically, we have thrown the object horizontally only, so its initial velocity will be 0. And final velocity will be changing at the every point of the projectile because it is applied by some acceleration. Okay, so first of all, I want to find its time of flight. Time of flight means for how much time the object is in motion. So how to find the time of flight? I am taking vertical motion. For vertical motion, applying the second equation of the motion, that is s is equals to ut plus half a t square. What is the total distance covered? Total distance covered is small h. What is the initial velocity for the vertical motion? Initial velocity for the vertical motion is 0 plus half. What is acceleration? It is equal to small g for the vertical case. And what is time? Let this be capital T. Time of flight, I am taking it as capital T. So it's a square also. Here we can find the value of capital T. It will be equal to 2h upon g's square root. So this is the formula for time of flight. Now, if I want to formula for the range, then what will be range? Range is in horizontal direction. So, applying again the formula, s is equals to ut plus half at square for the horizontal direction. Distance or displacement in the horizontal direction is equal to range only. What is the initial velocity in the horizontal direction? It is u. And what is t? T is total time when the object come from here to here, that is total time of flight, and total time is 2h by g's square root. Plus, what is acceleration in the horizontal direction? It is 0 because no force is applied. Hence, the formula for the range will be u square multiplied by square root of 2h by g. This is for formula for the range. Now we will find the equation of trajectory. Now we will find the equation of trajectory for this path. Means we have to find the equation of this dotted line. So how to find it? We know we call this dotted line as trajectory. So equation of trajectory. See, to find the equation of trajectory, what we do? We apply s is equals to ut plus half at square for the two motions, for the horizontal and for the vertical, and then we eliminate one variable from that. Then the equation between the x and y, or I can say if the p's coordinates are x and y, or I can say if this horizontal distance is x and this vertical distance is y, and it is after some time t, then the relation between x and y will be known as equation of trajectory. So first of all, for horizontal motion, what I can write it as s is equals to ut plus half a t square. So what is the distance? Distance is x. What is initial velocity? That is u. And what is time? Time is t. Acceleration is 0. So I can say t will be equal to x upon u. Now for vertical motion, applying again s is equals to ut plus half a t square. What is the distance covered in the vertical direction? It is y. What is the initial velocity in the vertical direction? It is 0. And what is acceleration? Acceleration is small g. And what is time? Time is x by u. So putting here x by u. So I will get it as y is equals to g x square upon 2u square. Gx square upon 2u square. So it is in the form of y is equals to kx square. See, this is the general form, or I can say this is the equation of parabola. This is the parabola. We call it as parabolic path, and this is the equation of parabola, and this is equation of trajectory. This is equation of trajectory. And if question is given that we have thrown any projectile from some height, and when it has covered 5 meter from the horizontal direction, then how much it has covered in the vertical direction, then simply we will put the value of x and we will get the value of y. U will be given in the question, and g is small g, that is 9.8 or 10 meter per second square according to the given question. Now we will find the velocity of projectile at any general point. So we have two components of velocity. First one was horizontal. So for horizontal, applying v is equals to u plus at. In the horizontal direction, I am taking it as x. What is the velocity in the horizontal direction? It was u. And what was the acceleration? It was 0. So vx will be equal to u only. Similarly, vy, vertical direction. In vertical direction, initial speed was 0. Applying v is equal to u plus at again. In vertical direction, u was 0, acceleration was small g, and time was t. So what will be vy? Vy will be gt. So the final velocity v, it can be given as vx square plus vy squares whole root. So v will be equal to, vx is u and vy is g square t square whole root. This is the velocity of projectile at any point. And since this is vector quantity, so I have also to find the theta or the angle for it. This was the magnitude of velocity, and now I will find the angle for it. See, this was our projectile, and at point P its velocity becomes v. So making its component, I am taking this angle as beta. So this one will be the horizontal component Vx, and this one will be the vertical component Vy. Or I can replace the vertical component here also. Then what will be the angle? Tan beta. It will be perpendicular. Perpendicular will be Vy. It is shifted here. Then angle sides, opposite side to the angle will be the perpendicular. It is Vy upon Vx, that is base. So tan beta will be equal to, Vy is gt and Vx is u. So I can say beta will be equal to tan inverse gt upon u. This is beta, and this is the magnitude of the velocity at a particular point.